You got the touch. You got the power. Yeah.
Everybody needs to back on up. Because gangbangers is here to tear shit up.
And rip shit up, man. I'll tell you what, it's gonna be bad, dude.
You got Simon and Taylor at your door. God damn it. Well, welcome everybody back. Podcast number 15.
Is it podcast 15?
Yeah. Almost legal, baby.
You're dumb. I'll have to turn my phone off, sorry.
So,
That's very unprofessional.
I finally got my Keurig over to the new house, and we are using it.
How much is your... Oh, well, you didn't buy it. You've had it for a while, then.
I got it 2 Black Fridays ago for $70 with the $50 coupon. A $50 gift card.
Wow.
So
was it $20?
Well, they gave you a gift card after it, so it came down to $20, but it was like only $70. That was the first Black Friday I worked at GameStop, and I worked like that night. So my mom dragged me out at 7 o'clock at night to go to Target, which it was cool. So Simon, I have a question for you. If you could be in any video game, and that'd be your life, what video game would you want to be in?
If it was my life?
Yeah.
I had to, like, stay there?
Yes.
Like Wreck-It Ralph?
Yeah.
Well, if you died in game and then you came back, if that was the rules that were applying.
Yes.
So, like, if you went to another game and then you died, you didn't come back.
No, not like that. Like you just went into one disc and you live that game over and over again.
Trying to think of a game that's not too depressing.
That was my problem too. I was like, all right, well, Fallout. No, because
games are depressing as F.
I was thinking like Fallout, but I was like, wait,
Fallout's depressing as fuck.
Yeah, you're in an apocalyptic world and everything's all crazy.
I would probably say L.A. Noire.
That's depressing too.
But I always would know who's lying by the shitty faces that they make when they're lying.
God damn it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was thinking like, all right, Mass Effect be cool, but it's like, oh wait, you're fighting the apocalypse.
Right, the whole time you're there, it's like we're on a time limit, guys.
Yeah, like people are dying right now.
People are dying right now.
But it's like,
and what was the bad guy? It was the
Reapers.
The Reapers are gonna kill everybody.
Yeah.
So we need to figure something out.
Very
stressful, but you can also fuck in it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, because the new Fallout, like there's gonna be relationships you can have,
which is dumb.
I think it's cool. About time, because there's been a lot of times. And in the original Fallout games where it's like, you meet a prostitute the first time outside of Fallout 3 and it's like,
right.
Can I get your services? She's like, no, I'm retired.
Oh, well that's kind of like a tease.
Yeah, so I was like,
that's why I don't play Fallout, cuz
I don't know. And then I was like, on top of that, I was like, well, Saints Row would be cool.
Saints Row would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like
crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah, exactly. Let me see what else.
I was like, Super Smash Bros. Would suck 'cause you're fighting the whole time.
You are. Yeah. I mean, plus if you're Luigi, nobody knows who you are.
Unless they wreck you.
Oh my god. We'll have to play at least. We're gonna have to cut this short because we're gonna have to I'm gonna have to.
You're gonna try to settle it in Smash.
I'm gonna try to settle it in Smash. I got my ass beat by Luigi, dude. And I'm trying to tell people that he got buffed because like
he did. He literally
he's just
got buffed.
like every down B you did there was no up B that I had for you like it
no.
Just,
Yeah. I don't know how to tell you my secret.
Well,
you gotta figure it out.
But I tell you, I can drink coffee at any given time of the day.
It's alright.
Coffee, man.
It's too hot for me. I wait for it to cool down a little bit.
Yeah, well, yeah. In Fresno, it's always hot, but yeah, I mean, when it's cold, it was cold for like 2 days. It was like a nice, it was like overcast, and it was like, then it went back to being hot.
So, Simon, how was your week?
It's been a rough week, man, for me. I know I never really have like great weeks. I think I'm probably one of the most depressing people.
It's Shay. That's why he's not on the show anymore.
Speaking of Shay and other
sure
people, he asked me about that the other day. I've gotten 2 people that were like, "So are you guys still doing it, or what's going on? I want to get back to it." And it's like, I mean, I don't care, but I mean, it's not my.
Well, no, it's not even that. It's like, well, this is a little bit to be talked off after the podcast. But anyway, it's like, you get what you give.
Right. Yeah.
And that's what.
Well, that's not true of me because I give nothing to this show.
No, you show up every week.
But it's only because you're close.
Yeah. And
if you were on the other side of town, I'd be like,
well, no, especially that I live over here. It's like it's way easier to just do it here instead of going over to Tyler's.
Yeah, I mean, because for me, like, it was very inconvenient to have a friendship with you when you lived on the other side of town. Because
fuck off.
So I was really glad that you decided to move over to this side of town because, I mean, I'm all about convenience.
Yeah, like showing up at my house drunk. That was kind of weird.
That was pretty good.
and I whooped your ass in
I
Smash.
I had nowhere else to go, so I was like, I'll come here. I mean, where am I gonna go? It was that, or hang myself in my bedroom.
Yeah. So I've been playing. My week was alright. Liz started watching American Horror Story, the Circus Freak one.
I'm out.
And I was watching it, and it's weird to me.
It's very weird.
And it's not weird because
is this the one that they do on a weekly basis now? It's like a show, or is this the one?
Every season's a different story.
Yeah.
So this season's about circus freaks. But to me, it's weird because the way the camera angles are set to no one's ever really in focus. Like the camera's cockeyed to one way or the other. Or the guy's he's cockeyed. I'm like, this is fucking weird.
It's really I think they try to do like a Clockwork Orange with it, and
apparently it has to be doing good because they're making another season and they have Lady Gaga throughout the whole season. So it has to be doing good.
Well, I mean, Lady Gaga, I'm in.
Yeah.
So she's cute.
That penis. So here's something we all agree
on. That ass though.
Here's
like a penis with that ass.
Here's something we agree that all sucks. Everybody agrees it sucks. Delays. Delays are the worst thing in the world.
Yes.
Europe just passed a law stating any game bought digitally and it's found to be faulty or incomplete, that the people can return it for a full refund.
Nice.
So every game for
every game, do it retroactively or
no, it's from now on.
Mm-hmm.
So every game in Europe that's coming out this year got delayed in fucking 6 months.
No shit.
Yeah, every game, any game that is big, Call of Duty, Fallout 4.
Wow. So they won't get them in Europe now.
Yeah, they're not going to get them for 8 months.
Wow.
And the guy, one of the guys from...
I mean, it's fair business though. I mean, that's literally BS that they can release a product that you're spending retail for
full $60
and it's broken.
Yeah.
It's not. It's like, here, I'm going to charge you $17 for this cup. It only cost me $3 to make it, but when you buy it, there's going to be a big U-shaped hole in it because we didn't actually finish it. But here you go, enjoy, because it's got Star Wars on it. So
you would still buy that, right?
I know they would. That's what makes me sad.
But it was I saw a really good thing. It was a hamburger. It was this is the full game, and then the DLC is the fries and the drink. And it's but nowadays it's just 2 buns is the full game, and then everything else, and the mustard and ketchup's store exclusives. And I'm it makes sense.
That's exactly it.
But it's but I don't know. And there was one of the guys from Bethesda was I gotta read it off word for word here. He was
and I quote.
He goes, there are more than 11,000 lines of dialogue in the game. He goes, it would take as far.
And you have to put end quote.
No, I'm not done yet. Okay. And he goes, then it would take far too long to add the letter U to all those words that need to be used instead of A's. And he's plus adding a digital foreskin and all the digital penises. And I was that motherfucker is baller.
God damn it.
So what's your thoughts? Do you think this is something that we're going to see stateside eventually?
No.
No?
No, because
we're afraid.
We're too much about. I mean, look at the bailout. I mean, who went to jail over the bailout? That cost me and you money, and your mom and dad, and my mom and dad. Your mom. Sorry.
Dad's not dead, Dick.
Oh, okay. Well,
he's a homeless person.
There you go. All right, sorry. Well, he might as well be dead.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the thing. Like Wall Street, the bankers and the banks themselves, cheated the people out of not millions, not hundreds of millions, billions and trillions of dollars, and nobody went to jail over it. So, I mean, this company is this government is very much a company. So whoever's making money, they're not going to take that away and go, oh, no, you have to do this or that. Yeah. If they do, there's going to be a way for them to make it up someplace else where you get screwed equally, if not worse.
Unless you're Martha Stewart.
Unless you're Martha Stewart. Which, if you went to the prison, if you see the prison she went to,
there.
It's not a bad prison.
My sister's there right now, so she's telling me how nice it is.
Yeah, I mean, I would stay there.
Yeah, it's a fucking a hotel.
Yeah, exactly.
So under our next thing, what do you think's better, Resident Evil or Devil May Cry? In your opinion,
which ones are we talking about?
The series in general.
Period.
Yeah.
Man.
Well,
I think if I had to play one, I would play Devil May Cry.
I'm
a Devil May Cry fan.
If Capcom were to make a sequel, which sequel would you like to see?
Devil May Cry.
Okay, well,
I want to see them go to. Well, they're not. They're not good.
Yeah, I was because Capcom said we're doing HD remasters, and then we're gonna do the new Resident Evil, and then the guy was Devil May Cry and Dragon's Dogma are going to put on the back burner for now.
My thing is
well, they said there's not.
Why would Dragon's Dogma online? Because that actually looks really good. If you've seen the Japanese beta for it, Like, why would you put that on the back burner? That's
Well,
new
no,
content.
that's already out. It's already out in Japan.
Well, it's out in Japan, but I'm just saying,
it's
like,
probably not going to come west because there wasn't a huge audience for Dragon's Dogma in the west.
that's true.
So, but I liked it. I thought it was one of the better ones. It was
very good. The thing where they missed the mark was that you couldn't play with people. You had to play a game.
Well, that's Dragon's Dogma Online.
That's what I'm saying. And it's like, that was what people want. Like, when I saw that game, I was like, this is finally what I want. This is an RPG done by Capcom where because say what you want about Capcom, and I don't know if they do it anymore, but back in the day, like, Capcom got combat. Like, they got hack and slash. They got, the only game that I ever saw that was as good that it broke the mold was God of War. God of War, when it came out on PS3? PS2 was like, whoa, this was the only game that I played since Devil May Cry that made it feel, which they also introduced the cutscene time action buttons, which at the time...
Resident Evil 4 started that crap.
Oh, that's right, they did that.
Yeah, Resident Evil 4 was like, you get to a cutscene and this guy stabs you in the neck, and you're like, what?
No, yeah, I remember
and
that.
it's like a 5-minute cutscene before it even happens, and it comes out of nowhere.
And everybody died the first time that happened because we set the controller down.
Yeah, because, every cutscene before has been a cutscene.
Right, and then you're like, oh, fuck, I died. Shit. Yeah. And it was like, you are dead. And you're like, oh, god damn it.
No, and my thoughts on this is like, obviously Resident Evil's selling more than Devil May Cry and Dragon's Dogma together.
Right.
And that's why they're focused
But the thing is, like, Resident Evil also has a bigger fan base. It's been around longer than both games. A lot longer than both games. And there's more games. Like, you look at Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry has 1 through 4. And then they have the reboot, and then they have the digital one, and then the HD remastered, I guess. So that's six titles?
remasters aren't even considered as a separate game. They're literally the same game, just up to date.
Right, exactly. But I'm saying, like, disc-wise, like, if you don't want to count the digital one, that's 6 games.
Yeah.
How many Resident Evils are there?
More than 6.
That's what I mean. I don't know.
The next point was, like, 6 was so bad, a lot of people just, like, left the series.
6 was really bad. But, I mean, you have Resident Evil 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Chronicles...
Outbreak 1 and 2.
Outbreak 1 and 2. Operation Raccoon City. Revelations. 1 and 2. It's just like Mercenaries. So it's like there's a lot more, I guess, content. So I mean, I get that, but I don't know. I think that I don't understand Capcom's business model for the fact that it's like you're kind of the well's dry there.
Yeah.
The other two things, like I guarantee you, if you put a Devil May Cry game out there and you put Virgil as the main character, that game would fucking fly off the shelf.
Fly and then hit week 1.
Exactly. It's like, why do you think people even bought, which not a lot of people did, I was one of them, but why do you think people even bought Devil May Cry Special Edition? It's because you could play as Virgil. Mm-hmm. And that's the whole thing, but it's like, no, we're not going to do that. It's like, okay.
Speaking of HD remasters, there was a...
I don't do coke, by the way. I know, like, if you listen, I'm doing a lot of, like, sniffing. That's
how we keep ourselves hype.
Exactly.
So
I need to do some, like, more midnights, because it's not hype at all anymore. It's like, go get your fucking game and get out of here.
For fall, I'll probably show up. If you get to my fucking thing there in time.
We're not.
Yeah, I know you're not.
Purposely, we're like, no.
Fuck, I want that fisty thing.
I'll give you a fisty thing.
So
fisty thing right
I saw a
here,
group of people remaking the first Metal Gear Solid in the Unreal Engine, which is like the one that's running.
That's hype.
Yeah, the Unreal 4, the newest one. And I'm like, the issue with this is once freaking Konami sees this like actually getting a whole bunch of like power behind it, they're gonna put a fucking.
They're gonna put a kibosh on it. And this was what game was it?
The first Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, okay. I was watching one that they did on the Unreal Engine. It was Unreal Tournament, I think. Yeah. They did it on the new Unreal Engine.
Well, because Unreal Tournament is made by the people who make the Unreal Tournament, so they're not going to care.
Yeah. That's funny, though. They put the Metal Gear on there. How do you like the cups, man?
It's good.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
It wasn't a big deal.
I like them. Your birthday gift is going to play around this, too. So.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's because you're getting your own place pretty soon, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So that's something you can
God
display.
willing, yes. And so I came up with a pretty cool... big part of my weekend, or my week rather, was... I know we cut off of that, but a friend of mine, my old roommate, he actually the other guy I did a podcast with, but I gave him, a long time ago, because he was like kind of down and out, and he's a big Star Wars guy, and he was getting his own place. And I had a Force FX lightsaber. And it was the ones, like, now they're like $400 or $500. Like, they're really expensive. It's like, why are they so goddamn expensive? But back then they were like $100. They just come out. And I got one of the rare ones, which was the Mace Windu one.
The purple one?
The purple one.
And
I gave it to him. I'm like, because you're a nigga and you need a lightsaber, dude. So I gave it to him. But now it's like my son's starting to get into Star Wars and he's getting hype. And I'm like, dude, like, I hate to be an Indian giver, but I need this lightsaber back, dude. Like, unless you're actually, my girlfriend just said you see more of me than she does, so
that's good.
She's pretty jealous right now.
That's the way it needs to be. How do you think Liz was when she was still living on the other side of town?
I know. I mean, you were like
hanging out every night we worked. Fucking, we'd be in the parking lot till like what? Fucking almost 1 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So fucking stupid. And then when Smash came out,
Smash was good.
We were there. We were playing Smash on the 3DS about 3 o'clock in the morning outside our place. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? We had no lives.
But that was good times, though, man. Now it's like, I mean, even back then it was bad, but even now it's more like, if you're outside the store for more than 10 minutes, there's at least 5 or 6 people that are asking you for money, food, change, anything like that. I'm just like, get the fuck away from me, dude. Yeah. I'll fucking kill you and bury you in the ground, like, or I'll put
you're homeless. No one's gonna find you.
Exactly.
No one cares.
No one cares. Like, and you're making me mad just standing here. However, they did rob the place next to us last week with somebody was armed with a knife.
With a Radio Shack? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Sprint now?
Sprint, Radio Shack.
God damn it.
Sprint Shack.
Did you like Far Cry 4? Yeah.
I haven't played any of the Far Cries. You know my standard. I don't play shooters unless they're extremely well done and unless they're third person.
Okay.
So I didn't play Far Cry.
You saw videos of it though, right?
I've seen videos of it.
What were your thoughts about it?
I think it was pretty cool. I think that what they tried to do was like inculcate the animals and stuff. I thought that was very gimmicky, but I mean, from what I hear, it's very fun. So I mean, that's fun.
I played the third one, and the third one had the same thing where you had to like go kill certain animals, get certain skins to make bigger wallets or ammo things.
Okay.
And to me, that was like I fucking hated it.
Yeah.
But in the sequel, there was like the spin-off because they do like a mainstream one and they do like a side one. Mm-hmm. So the Blood Dragon one was really funny because they made fun of themselves.
Right. I hear from anybody who knows anything, it's like Blood Dragon's the best one.
Yeah, Blood Dragon in my opinion is the best one. It's so like just out there and weird.
Right.
But they announced a new one. Came out yesterday.
You talking about Primal?
Yeah.
Okay.
So dumb.
Is Primal going to be a game in itself, or is it going to be
it's going to be like Blood Dragon.
It's standalone? Oh, okay.
But they have no price point yet. So I'm like, okay, if they do like they did with Blood Dragon, where
it's like $20.
Yeah, no problem. But I'm looking at it, I'm like, it's probably going to be a $6 game.
Yeah, and it'll be like $20 worth of content.
Yeah, and it's like, I understand it's cool because like they're moving away from the guns, but it's like, okay, so far they showed off.
What do you do? Like, tell me.
You're in the Stone Age, right? So it's right after the Ice Age. So there's woolly mammoths, saber-toothed tigers. What?
I'm just already laughing at the premise of the game.
Yeah, and so it's like your clan of people are hunting these animals, and then you get attacked by a saber-toothed tiger. And the next thing you see is like you wake up in a den, and there's a group, like a rival group of humans.
Okay.
And it's like, so you hit a guy with a torch. I was like, that's pretty cool. If I could use a torch as a weapon, that's cool, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's like, so they showed off, like, they didn't show a slingshot off, which I thought would be pretty cool. Or,
slingshot would be cool. Also, like a fully automatic, like, rock gun. Like, it's just made out of rocks and somehow it works. Like, it just shoots other rocks.
Like, so they showed javelins / spears.
Okay.
Bow and arrows, that was it.
Okay.
And it's like, you know.
Which, I'm going to tell you right now, they did not have bows and arrows back in the Primal Age. That was, something that the Mongols came up with.
Yes.
So that's already, I'm already out.
Fuck you.
Because historically it's inaccurate. I'm out. That's why I only play games that are historically relevant. That's why I only play
IGN posted a post about it, and it was like really poor fucking, no one did a spell check. So it was like wool mammoths, saber teeth tigers.
God damn it.
And then it was like other...
somebody did that on their
other
iPhone.
lands of humans. And it's like, get the fuck out of here. So I don't know. I think it's going to flop. Hopefully. It's not going to flop because we're going to buy it. But I don't think it's going to be...
But I really do... I think that you're right. It should be. And I don't like that developers do that, which it doesn't matter because they're going to keep doing it because we, like idiots, keep buying it.
Unless you're Bethesda.
Is Bethesda... Do you still get Fallout 3 with Fallout 4?
Only on Xbox One.
Okay, but you will get Fallout.
Yeah. It's gonna be digital.
Oh well, that's cool.
It literally they said it was like, hey, if you have Fallout 3 digitally on your Xbox One already or Xbox 360, and when it does a change over in November, you're gonna be able to play it anyway.
Oh well, so it doesn't come with the game.
But the one that comes with the game is gonna be HD remastered. So
okay.
And all your DLC is gonna carry over. So
see, to me, like the people, like developers, should do more of that.
Well,
it's getting to the point now where it's like if you have any common sense, if you're not like a 7-year-old kid or a mom who doesn't know any better, like which that's not the main demographic of games. The main demographic. I mean, I know. I know that that's what every demographic goes towards because moms spend all kinds of fucking money on their kids. But the general demographic of gamers are people like me and you. Like
No. The general one is people like Liz, where they don't really know a lot about video games. They just play them in pastime.
True. Yeah.
They're called the casual audience. Because you and I are way too, not only say intelligent, but we know too much about the system to fall for the bullshit.
But that's the whole thing. So it's like you forsake those people because it's like.
Well, you can't.
But see, the thing is like it wouldn't take a lot to appease those people, like what Bethesda's doing. Like, is that a lot?
No, it's literally like I always say, like that's the same lamp from last week. If you're gonna do digital content, you gotta make it way cheaper because everybody knows it doesn't cost $65 to hold us on your servers.
Exactly. So I mean, it's and I don't understand why. Like
they're breaking so much ground, and they're like, by the way, Doom will not have cross-platform playability, but it might eventually. They're like, we're working on it, and it's like just saying that, we're going out of the way, and it's like KI
and being honest too, and being honest with it, and going, oh yeah, no, it'll be out when it's not going to be, and just going, hey, I mean, well, at least we're working on it.
Yeah, and it's like KI for Xbox One will be cross-platform with PC.
Is it going to be though?
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
They are announcing it. It's like that's. I want to see more of that. I want to see like.
I don't see for me like I think that's fine. That's fine. But I would like to see cross-platforming between systems and consoles. I know it won't. Because it would never work. But
the PlayStation servers and the Microsoft servers are on two different levels. The Microsoft servers are really strong.
Right, they're top tier, right?
Yeah, and then PlayStation's like you kind of like how Maximilian does it. You have to have a server to say, okay, anyone with 1,000 miles away to me who has this much ping, I only want to play them. Otherwise, you're playing on the PS4, you're gonna get shit servers over again.
Right. Speaking of which, I've been watching. Have you been playing MGO Online?
No.
I said Metal Gear Online.
No.
Dude, it's really good.
Is it good?
It's good. I've been watching Scotty play it. And, don't be an enforcer. Well, you might be an enforcer. He doesn't like the enforcer class, but right now, like the OP class is whatever one that can.
Camo.
Yeah, digital camo.
I don't know.
It looks really fun. I was playing.
I don't like online games. Like that's why
I don't know. Like, I guess it's because like you're just so different than me. Like I didn't grow up like. You wouldn't have made it in our family because our family was all about like it was all about winning and it was all about like no, I'm gonna beat your ass. No, you're gonna beat my ass. But for you, like fun. You don't do that. Like you're like
fun.
You're like oh, I just want to play the games. I want to have fun. I'm like no, fuck you, man.
I remember when
I'm gonna be the best in the world.
When I got my 64, I got Smash Brothers with it,
and
I was like my buddy and I we played 99 stock. That was our fun.
Yeah,
and it was so fucking Kirby OP.
Fucking Kirby, yeah, he never died. He always flied back. Yeah. Bloop, bloop.
His
bloop.
fucking
fuck that guy.
His throws were ridiculous, and then that's where I started. My mains in that one were Kirby and Luigi.
Was Luigi in that one?
He was the first hidden character you can get if you beat the game.
Oh, that's right.
And the only character I never unlocked was Ness.
Yeah, but he wasn't that good anyway.
No.
So.
But yeah, and it's like so I played that. We played Perfect Dark all the time too.
See, I never played Perfect Dark. Can you believe that? I never played Perfect Dark. I was a GoldenEye guy. I was a GoldenEye snob.
But here's the thing, though, is like people who played both and like are going to take an objective thing. Like, they both had the problems. But Perfect Dark, Dark was better. If you want to play a multiplayer game, Perfect Dark.
I think it was because like the first game that introduced me into multiplayer was GoldenEye. I'd never played a game where like it was 3 other people running around trying to kill you. I
remember playing Teenage Mutant Turtles 4, Turtles in Time on the SNES with Super Mario World. Oh.
Yeah, and it was just like it was crazy. I was like, whoa, this, and it was like this was chaos. Yeah. It was you and 3 other fucking people running around. I was like,
imagine on the Perfect Dark where it was like you and 3 other people on a team fighting 8 bots.
Exactly. And then Time Splitters. Remember Time Splitters when that came out? I was like, that's on another level too. Oh, there you go. Well, there you go. You know, it was like, holy shit, this is crazy.
Did you play Street Fighter on the SNES or did you play it only in an arcade?
No, I played it on the SNES. The SNES, yeah.
SNES. Okay.
And I whooped people's asses, and I didn't know how to do the Dragon Punch. Okay, I couldn't comprehend the Z motion. I couldn't. You know me, like I'm a slow learner.
Yeah.
And I saw this Z motion, and I'm like, I don't know how to fucking do this. Like I would be like trying to do it, and I could never do it. Meanwhile, my buddy, who was like a very, very wealthy, like he grew up in like a wealthier household, so he had the fucking power glove and
fuck out of here.
No, he had every like
feel the power.
God damn it. He had everything that like you could think of. Like even now, he's the guy who comes into GameStop and buys a brand new game and then gets the fucking strategy guide because he wants to read the strategy guide.
Well, I'm gonna get the strategy guide for Fallout just because I want the.
Listen, will you get the fucking Fallout dick out of your mouth?
It's only fucking a month.
I understand it's gonna be a good game, but fuck?
35 more
like
days.
you've got like Fallout
I
jizz
know.
coming out of your mouth, like as you're talking. Like
I already-
just fucking let it. You got a Fallout shirt on. Like
I already
goddamn
put the 11th off for work.
Of course you did.
But no, my schedule now it's like we're going to GameStop, but I work exactly we're going to GameStop. I work 6 5-hour shifts a week.
I don't like that.
I do because like I get
You
all
work
day.
6 days a week.
Yeah, but I work all day. I only work in the afternoon, so it's like whatever. Except for on Mondays and
I'm trying to get out of retail.
That's
That's my big goal. That's what I've been working on. If I wouldn't have slept in so goddamn late today, I would have. Which I did apply for school, so
That's good.
I gotta do
What school you
something.
going to?
Well, I have to get my GED.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So,
God damn.
and that's strictly between me and you and whoever listens to this
everybody on the
podcast.
internet now, right?
Okay, so don't go running your mouth about any of that because I'll punch you right in the fucking face.
Did you see that the second to last Street Fighter character was now Sure 5?
Laura?
Yeah.
Laura?
Yeah.
Laura?
So there's supposed to
Laura?
be 16. She was 15, and it's every 4 more fighters.
I think Zangief is a total waste of a fighter.
Really?
I'm just gonna say that he looks. First
the
of all,
same.
I want to say
But-
I've always hated Zangief.
I do like how he has that thing where like he can charge up himself. And then,
That's why I hate him because it's like he can take 3 hits and still grab you.
Yeah.
Like that's bullshit. Like that's so OP. Nobody else in the game has that.
he should be bold from fucking Punch Out.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
And
all he is
it's
now.
just like I'm watching him. He has a count. He has like 2 counters. He has 2. He has a move literally where you hit him and he just like stands there. Like he counters
powers-
what you do and powers up. And I'm like, that's OP.
He pelvic thrust into your face.
Exactly, and then he has another one where he's like you're saying, he's charging up, and it's like the red damage from Ultra, where he can
Was
take.
there a health bar showing how much was he taking damage or not? Because the one that I've seen was just like the thing with no health bar.
No, there was no health bar, but
because he can still take damage from it.
it doesn't. No, what I'm saying is, he doesn't take animation damage. Like it doesn't stop him
Oh,
from doing that,
okay.
which is critical because if you're trying to do something and he does that, it's like it's a really cheap like fail save. Like, oh, I can spam this and it's the ultimate. It's like Mortal Kombat with Quan Chi when you have armor.
Yeah.
It's like I get a free hit because I'm in my little circle and I have armor, so I know what you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
Like, most people are gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna back up then. I'm gonna put distance space." But the difference with Quan Chi is he has a spatial move to do. With
Right.
Zangief, he's a grapple character, so you just
Yeah, but honestly, I mean, your argument is based on the fact that you can keep him away and
zone him out, dog.
Huh?
Zone him out.
You can't zone him out. He's got the projectile step through, which closes distance, steps through projectiles, and gets him close enough to grab.
I
you.
don't like his new Ultra either.
I've
It's a
never-
fucking German suplex.
I've never liked any of this stuff.
That's some people's default. That's fucking Charlie's default grab is a fucking German suplex, and it's like that's not original at all. But anyway, this is basically confirmed. Laurel's confirmed. Like there were screenshots of her fighting.
Yeah,
Rio.
I've seen her.
And
I've seen her,
it's
but I
like-
wanted to see the gameplay. She looked. I mean, a Brazilian jiu-jitsu
She
character.
plays like
That's cool.
From what I've heard, she plays like Eddie Gordo.
They're not saying that she plays like him. I've watched all the stuff on it. They're not saying that she plays like him. They're saying that like she's modeled a lot like him or Christy. But the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu doesn't have anything to do with the capoeira.
All I want.
Which I mean, they would.
All I want is fucking Sean. He's Brazilian.
They were hoping that Sean would be there.
Yeah. But once they announced what's her face,
But she might be a troll too. Like people were saying, like she might be a huge troll.
what's that one girl's name? The one that the last Karen. Once they announced Karen, I was like, okay, therefore all the Street Fighter Third Strike characters are out. Like that's it, because you're not gonna mix Third Strike with Alpha 3. They won't do it.
Why not? They did it on Ultra.
No, there wasn't any Third Strike characters at all. No, I'm saying like Alex never came back.
Yeah, but there's Third Strike people in Ultra
Yeah, but like,
with
that's-
Capcom people.
But that's like the default. It's like Third Strike and some Alpha characters. But like this is the first game Karen came back, and this is the first game that Armakila came back.
Right. I think also too that I mean you're right. I think eventually they have to because I mean Third Strike. If you talk to a lot of people,
Third Strike's the
Strike's
best.
the best Street Fighter.
Yeah.
So I mean you can't
Especially on the Xbox 360. Figure that shit out.
exactly. You can't ignore that crowd of people. And I mean right now everybody's screaming and yelling for Urian. They're screaming and yelling for Alex. You know. So I mean those can't go like
I want Saddam.
Saddam. That's what people call it too because they didn't want it to be Sodom, like sodomy.
Yeah.
So they were like, yeah, it's Saddam. And it's like, nope, it's Sodom. But yeah, I mean, there's stuff like that. And Alpha 3 has a really big following, but that's always the big contingent. Like, which one's better, Alpha 3 or Third Strike? I've always liked Third Strike just because. But see, the thing that made Third Strike so cool away from the pairing system was the fact that you were almost playing like a cartoon, and it was so detailed.
Do you believe that like they were going to keep Ryu and Ken out of that game?
Yes.
That's fucking crazy.
Because everything else was like you look at nobody else in that game besides Ryu, Ken, and Chun-Li are in any other game.
Yeah.
Everybody else in Third Strike is just in Third Strike. They're not in any other game besides. I mean, now Ultra because they added them later. But
No, in Ultra, all they had was Hugo and Poison.
Elena's from Third Strike.
Is she?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Elena is.
Oh, she's the girl that's the orbs, right?
No, Elena is the. She's black.
Oh, the African princess.
And she fights more like Eddie Guerrero would. She does like the breakdancing things and the kicks and stuff. She's from there. What's his name? The boxer. Dudley? Dudley's always from Third Strike.
I would love if Dudley came back, but he's not going to.
I don't know.
They'll put Balrog before him.
Right. I remember playing it and I'm like, dude, this guy's a way better boxer than Balrog. But I mean, Balrog's actually a little bit more top tier.
But he's a dirty boxer.
He's a dirty boxer.
And then
exactly.
Dudley's the
he fights like a gentleman.
Yeah.
So, but those are characters that came back in Ultra because people were like, hey, you have to have these people. Like, we want these people in here. Urian's another one of those big. I mean, Urian, like people play.
That's the fucking.
He's the guy who looks like the boss. He has white hair.
Yeah,
he plays in like a Roman thong.
Yeah, he plays in a diaper.
Yeah, and everybody if you play online, everybody picks the green one. So he decimates his clothes and he looks like the Hulk. So which I mean it didn't matter because I'd always play Gil and I'd laugh at him anyway.
Back in December of 2013, when they first started off with all the Street Fighter V hype, they said that there will be 16 characters, and 2 are Ryu and Chun-Li, and 4 new characters.
So Nikali,
Tornado Guy, and Laura.
Tomato Guy.
Tornado Guy. The guy does
the Tornado Hassan,
and then Laura.
Laura's 3.
And then the last character, quote unquote, here for number 16 will be a new character. And they should be coming at ESL the end of the week. So Friday.
Is that the only? Yeah, that is.
Yep.
That's the only.
That's the only new characters. And
who's your favorite out of all of them? And who's your guys' favorite? Comment and like the video, subscribe, and then do all that as well.
Yeah, share
it. But who's your favorite so far?
I say Laura. I don't like Dred's.
You haven't seen a Laura.
I know, but I don't like Dred's guy. He doesn't look appealing to me. And Tornado Guy looks like a freaking.
Tornado Guy looks really dumb.
Yeah, I was like, so.
Let's just call them Tornado Guy. We're not going to call them by their names. We'll say Laura. We'll call by her name, but Tornado Guy
and
Dred Guy. We'll just call them that.
And so I was doing the math here. When I was writing this, I was thinking about it, and I was like, wait, this is kind of like if I was a Street Fighter fan, I'd be pissed the fuck off.
Right.
Because look at MKX. It had a total of 29 characters, 25 at launch, and then 4 DLC characters. Mm-hmm. And it's like, but each of those characters have 3 different styles.
Right.
So it's like, do the math real quick. You always have 90 characters that are different. Mm-hmm. While at Street Fighter, we're getting 16.
I feel like Street Fighter 4, when Street Fighter 4 came out, it was groundbreaking. And it was nice to have a Street Fighter game. But I knew, and you look, it's been the model of Street Fighter. I don't care what they say. And if they stick to their word, I'd be very surprised.
You know they're going to keep the Capcom coins where you earn them playing?
I really don't.
I think it's one of those things too, because
if they do, it's going to be one of those things where it's going to be extremely difficult, and if they're going to gear you towards here, just buy.
But the thing is, if you're on PC, you can fucking easily mod you maxed out.
That's true.
And Street Fighter 5 is coming to PC. It's confirmed. So it's like, I don't know. To me, it's.
I just don't know why they wouldn't have it on the Xbox One. Like, it's the better console. I just don't get, I mean, other than.
Well, Sony's paying for it.
That's true.
But
what's funny?
That's the reason.
I have like somebody who's, I mean, he lives, breathes, and dies Street Fighter, and even he lives, breathes, and dies PS4, which is sad. I mean, he's a smart kid, but. I mean, he eats it up. I mean, this is like blind loyalty. So it's like, yeah, we have a new Street Fighter game. It's going to be the best thing ever. Don't say anything bad about it. It looks the best. It's the best. Everything's the best.
And it's even like,
nothing matters. Hail Satan.
Even where you go, like if you go on anyone's chat who's streaming it, like if you say one bad thing, you're going to be banned. Mm-hmm. And it's like nobody wants to say anything bad thing about it, but it's like it's going to have faults.
Yeah, it is.
Look at the first,
right now, Birdie. Look at Birdie. Like Birdie's the most OP fucking character out there.
Look at the first beta where it was like no one. Like remember the first beta where 4 days in a row no one got to play it.
Yeah, and it was like even with that, it's like, dude, this is a bad beta. Like this is really bad. And it's like, no, because we're doing it. No, it's bad.
It's
testing the netcode. Well, yeah, but that's why they're doing it because they're fixing it.
I'm glad they're doing that. I'm glad like they didn't release it and it was like that because that would have fucking been awful.
So. Well, Charlie's not new. I guess Charlie would have been a new character, but he was in
Alpha 3.
Yeah, he's from Alpha.
So it's like
we just haven't seen him in forever.
Yeah, it's like no, this is gonna be Alpha 3.5.
Yeah.
Because there's no parry system. The only person
some people have parries.
Ryu
has parries.
Ryu was only one.
No. Well, yeah, I guess because Zangief has his counter.
Yeah, so it's like
Fucking stupid.
so there's no default parry. So it's like, okay,
I don't know why they don't bring that back. That was such a cool thing.
Well,
Maybe because it was like maybe that was the thing for Third Strike. That was the gimmick there for that, and they don't want to go back to it. But
the thing
was
is
an awesome
that
thing.
that provides ultimate character, like ultimate fucking specs for your person.
Well, and it totally it nerfs people too
Yeah.
because it's like now it's not up to the character because if I get good enough at what you do, then I have no matter how like I remember playing people who were
Did
Hugo.
you see that Chun-Li, or this is an early build of Street Fighter, right? When Chun-Li had the infinite across the screen projectiles. So there was a code broken. It was Jago versus somebody else, and he was Ryu, and then the other person was Chun-Li, and he activated Chun-Li's V trigger, and she was able to shoot projectiles infinitely.
in Street Fighter 5.
Yeah.
Oh no, I haven't seen that.
So like that would have been okay to use in there if you had the parry system because you just pair them away.
Yeah.
That would have been something cool to do, but it was like, no, we're not gonna do parry. We're gonna patch that.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, I remember playing Third Strike, and I know I keep going back to that, but it's because I have like such fond memories of Third Strike. I didn't really play Alpha 3 or Alpha. I was not a big fan of the Alpha series, but they were good.
So were they go by different teams or what?
No, they were just different. I mean, that's the one thing that I will try to say with Capcom is they try to do different things. I mean, they've done every form of platforming.
Unless you're Resident Evil, then it's like Resident Evil's going like.
No, I mean like a Street Fighter team.
Yeah.
Like I forget the creator's name. I've met him. I actually took a picture with him. He's a crazy little Japanese guy. And he took a picture with me, and like the only thing that he had nearby that he kept nearby was a little Blanca.
Yeah, he loves Blanca.
So like he'd take pictures of everybody, and he'd be like, and he'd take the picture with Blanca right there. He like put Blanca up. But
why is like Blanca so much?
I don't know.
Where's he's my mommy?
Because he's a wild man.
I fucking hate Blanca.
So damn cute. Yeah. No, but I mean they've done everything, and they reinvented themselves with Third Strike because they got away from they did a new form of animation, which was like playing it like cartoon style, which is why I loved it. I mean, you look at I'm a big fan of subtleties. I don't like here this is, look at it. Like I don't like all that. I like that it's the small little things about it. That's why I dig Metal Gear, because even though I can't get into it, I love Metal Gear because they're so attention to detail. I was watching the Scotty play MGO, and I know games do this, I know, but it's just the way in which they do it because it looks so good. Like when your character reloads, he puts the clip back in, but he also pulls down the safety and pulls it back, or not the safety, but whatever the little firing mech, he pulls it back and then pulls it forward and paps it forward and goes like, so it's like little cool stuff like that.
My issue with that is I just from being in the military, right. I always leave one, I count my clips, I count the bullets.
Yeah.
I leave one in there, so I'll go reload it, and he still does it. I'm like, wait, hold the fuck up, you already have one in there, you just wasted that fucking bullet.
Yeah, exactly. But just stuff like that, like even when you're looking at your HUD, and the HUD pulls up, you can see his finger. If you go one way, his finger goes up. Yeah. If you go one way or the other way, his finger goes down. Like little stupid things like that, I really like. And if they're not put into a game where I think they should be, like that's like Watch Dogs for me when it came out. Aside from it being awful, I remember that midnight. I'll never forget that midnight. It was my first midnight, and we did Watch Dogs. And I remember like people playing it. I was looking at it. And I was like,
"This is bad.
This is really bad. Like, what am I supposed to tell?"
I tried to play it, and I was like,
"No, I know. Like you were the first. You were playing it. And I was like." Oh fuck, this is bad. But what the first thing that I noticed about it was in all the trailers and all the shots and everything, you were like casually like walking through the city, and you were just kind of blending in with everything. And the first thing I noticed was that wasn't there. Like you had to like it was difficult. You had to focus on putting the thumbstick in the right position to just make him walk normal. Otherwise, he was running around like a fucking idiot. Like while everybody else is walking, you're like running around doing stuff, and it was
those vehicle graphics, by the way, or vehicle fucking physics were awful.
They were bad.
Like if you go down a ramp and you're a motorcycle, your ass is going into the wall.
You're done. You're going into you're not turning.
Because that's what happens in real life. When you go down a motorcycle 40 miles per hour, you're down a hill, you're flying.
Yeah, and I just
Thanks,
was
Ubisoft.
like, it was just really bad. But little things like that, and that's why I loved Third Strike so much. Getting back, I know it took forever for me to get back there, but that's what I loved about Third Strike is when they're pacing at the start screen, like if you're Ryu or Ken and they're doing their little pump.
Well, Ryu and Ken would do the fist bump, which was the coolest shit.
Yeah, and everybody has their own little thing in that game. Like they have their fist bump. Ibiki and Makoto, they have like a thing where they come in from the corners and they actually like cross legs, like they're like psh, like that, and then they land and they're like, okay, let's fight.
What does Yin and Yang do?
God, I forgot what they actually do.
Fuck both those guys, by the way.
Yeah, they're way fucking OP. I forget what they do though. They're talking or something, and they're like, "All right, let's fight," or whatever it is. I forget what it was. Or they might come in the same way. They might come in from their.
I still think it's the coolest shit with Street Fighter 4, where you're playing as Ryu or Ken, you fight your rival, and then it just looks at you, and you're just like, or you're Ryu, and Ken's like, "Hey."
yeah, like when they voice you, like that's
so
cool, man.
weird.
But I mean, that's the stuff I like when you're playing as Ken or Ryu and you throw a Hadouken. Your clothes actually, if you watch your clothes, there's like an energy that comes from their back. So like as they're pushing, it's almost like a force is pushing their clothes back. Yeah. Like that's the little animation things that I was like, that's great.
I don't like how 5 looks just like 4. It has like the Japanese art style.
I will give you this. Like it does look a lot like 4, but if you really notice it, I believe it's way more detailed.
Well, I'm gonna say it's cleaner cut. It's
cleaner cut.
They're working on a better system, which is PS4, PC, and it's like it looks better like that. But it's like it still reminds me of like this is the HD version of 4. That's all.
No, I agree, but I also think that it does look a little bit. It looks a little bit more realistic and less cartoony to me. If you look like Zangief, you can actually see him like when he's doing that stupid fucking tornado thing that he's doing.
This makes sense because his whole body is twirling around his neck. So it's like, how the hell is that?
But he's even like kind of turning his head a little bit.
Or
but you see, he's like blowing his cheeks out, like he's like, and you can see him doing that. Like to me, like that's really cool.
Or like the tornado guy, like when you do the thing,
fucking
his top will stay the same. His legs just twirl around.
To me, that's really dumb.
Is he on a swivel? Why the fuck?
Yeah, to me that's why I don't like that, man. I really don't. But I agree. I wish they would have went a different art style. I wish they would have made everybody like super skinny.
Yeah,
like super skinny and tall.
And super fat.
Or fat.
Rufus.
That's fine.
Everybody's Rufus.
Everybody's Rufus.
Have you seen the original design for Rufus?
Yes, he looked fucking cool. He was a black guy.
He was DMX.
He was a black guy. No, that was Sean.
No,
Sean was a black guy.
No, Rufus was originally a black guy.
Was he? Okay,
yeah, he was a black guy who had like some pearls around his neck.
Yes, yeah,
he was a Shoto.
You're right.
And I was like, I was thinking to myself,
can you imagine DMX? He's like, X gonna give it to you, and I get the fuck out.
Have you ever played fucking?
Don't bring up some obscure fucking
Def Jam.
Game. Shut up and jam.
No, Def Jam.
No, oh, Vendetta. Yeah, he was good.
Yeah,
he was good. What's your favorite Def Jam game?
I only played Fight from New York.
Was that the first one? That was on PS2.
Second one's on Xbox. I
want to say Vendetta was the best one. Which is the one that's like the one it's on? Is Icon the last one they came out with? Icon was garbage. Vendetta was the one that
the first one was like a wrestling game. Like you're stuck in a ring. Fight for New York, which is the second one, was like an open world game where like there's fatalities and shit. Like you can throw somebody into it, like throw somebody on the
maybe that's the one I played. Yeah. I'm not sure, but everybody had like their special finishing moves and stuff like that.
DMX was in Fight for New York, unfortunately.
He was in Vendetta though.
Yes.
Okay, that's.
But his move, Rough Riders, was in Def Jam Fight for New York. And Henry Rollins is in there.
I don't know who that is.
Nor do I, but he's everywhere. Like I always see like a B-rated movie has Henry Rollins as the muscle guy, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. So how many people have traded Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5 to you?
Well, nobody bought it, so there's not a lot of people. But one guy bought it on Xbox One, and this is one thing I will. And people say all day long, man, about PS4, blah 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 blah. You know that Xbox One has a bigger fan base, and they're a more loyal fan base because when you get the pre-orders for Xbox One, people pick them up. Yeah. We don't have extras of Xbox One when it comes to anything. And if a game is shitty, people bring it the fuck back. But in our particular store, at least, people are smart enough to not buy it in the first place. PS4 people are like, "Oh, new PS4 game? Here's my money."
They don't have an Xbox One or PS4 to buy it. All right.
Oh god.
That is being real. I used to work there. I know people that's fucking. Where's the $2.99 360 games?
Oh, fuck those people, by the way.
Yep.
I had a guy in there literally last night for like 3 hours. 3 fucking hours almost. I'm being sarcastic. He was in there for about 45 minutes. That's a long time to be in a retail store because he was hunting down fucking 4 for $20 and he couldn't figure out like literally there's a piece of paper that says 4 for $20. Here's the titles.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker kept bringing up games that weren't on the list and he's just like, "Oh, I'll get this one. This one's right here." I'm like, "It's not on the list, dude." Or he would bring it to me and it would be like or it'd be like there was a 360 one that was part of the 4 for $20, not the PS3. Of course, he owned the PS3. I mean that there's no bottom tier people to me. Like the PS3 is the absolute worst people. The Wii I don't even consider real people. Like they're not even real.
No, they all Wii use now.
No, they don't. The fucking crackhead people have Wiis because they bought them or they stole them from somebody.
Especially the holidays, people can buy a Wii, and I'm like, why?
Why are you doing this?
Pay $20 more for the Xbox.
Yeah. I'm in the same boat now where it's like I just don't understand why you're buying it. Why are you buying? if you're gonna buy something for somebody,
I'm
like,
still
why are you
surprised they
buying
still
them?
sell 360s new.
Yeah, we have 2 that have been sitting there forever,
I saw a customer buy one yesterday, and I was like, "Are you sure?"
and they're $249.
Yeah, I'm like, "Are you sure?"
They're $249
For $50 more, you get the Wii U.
You get a Wii U, and for like $130 more, you get a brand new console.
Not even that. Talking right now, Best Buy, $349 for a fucking
I was just gonna
PS4.
say, like, for $100 more, you can get a brand new fucking console. Like, why are you getting a dead console brand new? Like, I just don't get it, man.
It's like buying an 11-year-old dog. You know,
Right.
It's like it's gonna die soon. But it's like it's not.
and a big dog, not
Yeah.
a small one, like a Great
fucking
Dane,
Saint Bernard.
like a Great Dane. Like he's
Yeah.
gonna die in 6 months, and you bought him.
So anyway, Activision addressed the issues with Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5, and they're like we're working on it, but they didn't say anything. They're like, yeah, we're working on it, but no time frame, nothing. Yeah, we're just working on it. Eventually, it'll get done, right?
I had a guy that bought it on Xbox One. He brought it back the next day. And if my boss wouldn't have been there, I would have gave him more credit for it because I've been there. I bought Area 51 when it came out.
Which one was that? Is that the one?
That was
where
the one on PS2, I believe.
And you're a guy, and you're like,
No, it wasn't PS2. It was 360 because I played it on the marketplace. And the demo was fucking amazing.
Is that the game where you're a guy and you need to like inject it with some alien stuff and like you have like things that can shoot out your hands and shit?
I honestly don't remember.
I
I don't
never-
think that was the case. I think it was a third-person shooter. It was a
Okay.
shooter.
I remember the one I got. It must be like Black Site or Blacklist or something.
That's what it was. It was Black Site.
Okay,
It was
Area
Black Site.
51 was a
Black Site.
PS2 game where you go to fucking Area 51 and like something broke loose, so you're killing all these people, and it turns out like you get infected with it, and you're now like, but you're somehow you're able to control it. So like it's a really fucking hard first-person shooter.
Yeah, and I played the demo, loved the demo, loved it. Went out and bought it brand new, and I took it home, and it was the worst thing I had ever played. And I'm like, it was literally like I was like, is this the same? I had to check my downloads to make sure that I bought the game that I played because it was so different. And I was just like, this is fucking awful. Like this is awful. So I remember I went back and. Back then, GameStop was a lot less like it was now. They were like, listen, I don't fucking care. You opened it. It sucks. Too bad. You can sell it back to us and you can get like $12 if you want. I'm like, I paid, $50 for this fucking
No, you
game.
paid 60.
Yeah, I don't remember if it was 60 back then.
No, it's always been 60.
Has it? Okay.
Have you seen those old Toys R Us magazines where like a SNES game was $65?
No shit.
Yeah, it's always been 60. Like people say, like the video games are too high. They've always been the same price. You just
That's crazy.
you're realizing now because you're paying out of your pocket and not your parents'
And
pocket.
not your parents' pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense, man.
But see, I was a good kid. I always got like the GameStop the 2 for $10.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
I was like, okay, we're fucking get these two, mom. She's like, okay.
How did she sound?
Okay.
Was that before or after you started throwing keys at her?
Fuck off.
Poor woman.
But anyway, I don't understand how Activision would say that. Like, I understand they had they're those publishers. That's
Right,
cool.
right.
But it's like this was a cash cow. This was the last year they had the rights to Tony Hawk's, and they want to try to make a game out of it to see what happens.
That's what it was.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it was. So.
And I'm like, I don't agree with them. I think they did a bad job at it.
Oh, it's awful. I mean, if you look at like you can flip, and this is what I don't get. This guy bought the game, and he's like, this is the worst game I've ever played. He's like, I've been a huge fan of the series. I played all the Tony Hawks, loved them. He's like, I put this in. He's like, it was abysmal. Like it was awful. It was awful.
I complicated my life. All right.
Yeah. So he got $30 credit for it after he spent $65 on it. And Jesus took care of him. He's like, yeah, you get $30 credit for it, man. And I'm like, well, she should give him more than that, man. Like, give him $45. Like, come on, man. We're gonna sell it for $56. Like,
Well, if I was him, I was like, well, what were you thinking about getting? And I'd be like, okay, well, I'll go ahead and try this into effect and say it wasn't working and get a different game. Something. I don't know. When I stopped working at games, I stopped caring. I was like, you know what, fuck it.
I'm kind of at that point because it's like for me, like if somebody comes in who's cool and they understand the situation and they're in that, like why am I not gonna try to at least help them out? If you're an asshole,
Yeah.
and you want to scream and yell at me, I have to help you out, and I have to give you what you want and try to make your day better, and I don't want to.
Yeah.
So why do you get taken advantage of because you actually understand the system? And
I had
you
the
bought a
same
bad
issue
game?
today with a lady. She fucked up she just upgraded her phone and she fucked up somehow. So like we weren't able to upgrade, so we had to cancel it. So she already paid the $200 to upgrade her phone, but it was like so we had to refund that to her. But we had to take another $200 out of her phone for her upgrade today. And it was like she was like, "Oh, is there anything you can do for me?" So I called the radio. Hey, boss, what can we do for this lady? She's like, "It's been 2 days. What can we do to help her out?" And I was like, "Is it okay if I give her a case and a screen protector for her inconvenience?" And he's like, "No problem. As long as the customer's happy."
Boom.
And it's like,
And that's all it takes.
and she was like, you need to do this for me.
Right.
She was like, is there anything you can do for me? Because, it's been kind of inconvenient.
Yeah, she wasn't being a
And
bitch about it.
Her grandson was born yesterday. And she's
Aw.
like, I want to go see him. And I'm like, let me not sell right away for him.
Let's take care of you,
Yeah.
man. And that's the way it should be, but I mean, it's at the point where it's like, I don't know. And it was just funny because the guy walked out and I'm like, hey, so you should really give that guy $30 for his. And he's like, yeah, that's the trading credit for it. I'm like, if he would have screamed and yelled at you, how much would you want to give him? And he's like, $30. I go, no, you wouldn't know. I go, you would have refunded his money or taken it in as pre-owned. He would have gave him fucking $56. I'm like, that's BS.
Yeah, I know. So,
I gotta get out of retail.
give me the
hate
top
my life.
3 games for the best console out, aka the Wii U.
Wait, what?
Give me the top 3 games for the best console out, aka the Wii U.
Oh my god. Well, there's not much more than 3 games out for the Wii U.
I'll
say this. I'll say Smash.
I have a list of 10.
I'll say Smash, Bayo, even though I haven't played it, and maybe Tekken Tag Tournament
2.
2.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's it.
So I have a top 5.
Of course, you
Number
do.
five-
We're only gonna keep it to 3 though.
I'm gonna do 5.
Because I've got to get going and I don't
Okay,
want this
well,
to run over. So
Mar-
so 3 games.
Mario Kart 8,
No,
number 5.
only 3.
Splatoon
Only
number 4.
3.
Super Smash Bros. Number 3.
Okay.
Bayonetta 2 is number 2. And Wonderful 101 is number 1.
I never played Wonderful 101, so I don't know.
And it's like, I was
How
looking-
is Zombie U?
It's alright.
Is it good?
It's not going to be good on Xbox One or PS4.
No, but I'm gonna play it on the Wii U.
It was one of the better launch titles.
I think I'm gonna get it.
And then, the Kotaku had their top 3. It was Little Inferno, which is a game you probably never heard of.
Never heard of that. Is it good?
It's an indie game where you burn stuff to like get money to buy more stuff to burn, and it tells you like a story.
Okay.
And
I
number
thought it
2,
had something to do with like Ronin Warriors,
No.
like the Inferno armor.
number
Remember
2
that?
was
That's
Super
a
Smash
reference.
Bros. For Super Smash Bros. 4.
Okay.
And number 1 was Super Mario 3D World, which is good.
See, I didn't like Super Mario 3D World.
It was fun. Play as cat. Yeah.
Oh, that's the one where you play as a cat. Well, they had that on the 3DS, right? No.
That was Super Mario 3D Land.
Oh, it's World.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't like 3 levels in those games.
I don't either. I don't like the 3D stuff.
It's just like you kind of like fucks with your projectile. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. And I hated Mario 64 for that reason.
Oh, get the fuck out.
I hated Mario 64. Hated it. I'm like,
So
what is this?
my top 2 games were made by my opinion, the best development team out there.
Platinum.
Platinum.
Plat dog. Speaking of which,
Dog.
have you gonna pick up Transformers? Or what?
Yeah, I'll pick it next week.
Actually, I gotta text them see if they gave us any freebie codes for that.
If they give you an extra Xbox One though, pass this way.
I know I will, because I just get it on PS4. Because
Yeah.
he's not gonna play it.
Well, wait, I thought you traded your PS4. Oh, fucking for Scott.
For Scotty, but I'll play it there, so I don't care.
Yeah.
He's playing
Fucking-
Metal Gear.
I'm so excited for to get this game, and it's like Liz's middle son Gabriel loves Transformers, and it's like this is a good thing for us to play. For me to.
Is it co-op?
No.
Oh.
But I was watching people play it.
You can play it in front of him.
Yeah, I was watching people play it, and it's like there's a shit ton of RPG elements,
Yeah, I mean,
and it's
why
like
not?
a lot of people are saying this is Platinum's best game until Scalebound comes out,
Yeah, Scalebound's gonna be really.
and they're like if this is any indication of how good Scalebound's gonna be, Scalebound's gonna be the best game of the year.
Yeah.
Like they're like it's just for the idea is it's a Transformers game where it's kooky and like the TV show,
right.
and it's like people are like
But the action looks really good.
yeah, they're like
Like
and
the
the thing is
fighting
like
stuff looks good.
they actually make transforming into the cars actually useful.
Yeah.
So like
I
you-
saw one where like he like hit him as the car, like he
Yeah,
like
so
hit him as
that's
the-
like your enders. So you do
Yeah.
a combo and then you go in the car to end it, and then if you hit the ender, you can go back in the car and hit it again. You actually can continue the combo and do another ender.
That's
so you can
awesome.
juggle motherfuckers. Guess what Bumblebee is?
Hmm?
Bumblebee, guess what he is?
He's
He's
a
a fucking Shoto.
Oh, is he?
Like so you do like give
What's
rush
that?
moves, and so one of his rush moves is a fucking what's the spinning kick one? Is it
Nobody knows how to say it.
Shinraku?
It's Hatsu.
Whatever. He does that, and then the other one's a Hadouken.
That's tight.
Or what's the uppercut?
I like that they blatantly ripped that because those are great moves.
Yeah.
Like,
So Optimus's is an uppercut,
Uh-huh.
but it's not like Bumblebee's. Bumblebee's is like a jumping uppercut.
Right.
But Optimus is like a
it's just straight up.
Yeah.
Like
And
a
then-
Mortal Kombat.
And then his second move is a fucking drop kick.
Of course it is. Does he like do this afterwards?
Like fucking
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. But no, I was watching that game and it looks like sick as fuck. And okay, so there are some things like the characters like they somewhat play together, but each character is a different class. Like
Right.
Optimus is like your heavy one arm guy who uses a hammer, and then you
Right.
have Bumblebee who's like your fast light guy, and then Sideswipe does twin swords,
Ooh.
and then Wheeljack does sword and shield.
Okay.
So he does like shield bashes and shit, and then Grimlock's the fucking dinosaur.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And it's like just stuff like that. Like I really do think that this game right here is gonna be awesome. Like it's probably gonna be my top 10. But I don't want to overhype myself over it, you know.
Don't.
And it's like it looks really good. It looks really fun, and it's like it's made of platinum. So IGN posted today, like, here's what you need to know about Transformers Devastation. And my comment was, made by Platinum?
Yeah,
like
did they respond to it?
50 people liked it. And I'm
That's
like,
cool.
exactly, because that's all you need to know. If it's made by Platinum, you're playing good shit. And people were like, well, why do you think that? I'm like, well, look at it. They're making a game that right now is exclusive for each system. They have Scalebound for Xbox One, Nier 2 for PS4, and Star Fox Zero for Wii U. Which, by the way, Platinum's like, hey, we're the reason why the game got delayed.
Really?
And they're like, yeah, they're like, we wanted you guys to be able to have like 60p, 60 frames per
60
second,
frames, 1080p.
1080p on the console, like on the gamepad as well as on the TV. And they're like, we don't feel that the way that we're going to release it was good enough for you guys.
That's cool.
And it's like,
see, like that's the thing.
that
like,
completely changes it. Because the thing is, like, that's the thing with Platinum and Bethesda. Like, they'll tell you, like, this is what the issue is.
That's all that. And I don't understand why other companies don't, other than the fact that like their product is shit and they know it.
Yeah.
Because it's like that's all anybody wants. They don't want they want transparency. That's all they want.
And
it's like, hey man, I made you this coffee, but I don't have any creamer. Is that okay? Yeah, that's fine. Oh hey man, I put this magic creamer in here that doesn't change the color of the coffee, and you can't taste it, but it's in there. It's like, you just didn't put any creamer in here.
And it's like,
yeah, I didn't have any creamer. Okay.
We talked about this a while back ago, where it's like people are like, oh, development issues. Don't tell me that anymore. That's fucking, that's blown out. You need to tell me a reason. Like,
no.
like he's like Platinum was like, it's not 60 frames 1080p. We gotta fix that.
Yeah.
And it's like, and they're like, as well, do you want to make it feel like when you're actually using it, like you're actually flying a jet?
Right.
And they're like, this is for fucking Miyamoto.
And I honestly, it's one of those things that we don't need, so I'm like not really, that big a deal. But I like that they're straightforward.
Yeah.
I wish that we had more of that in gaming as
Well,
opposed to
this is the big thing to me. It's like, if anyone decides like, hey, we're gonna buy out Platinum, that company's gonna win.
Yeah.
Like, because what they're gonna do is like, okay, you're the head of Platinum. Come on, now you're the head of all of our gaming.
Right.
And it's like, now you're underlings. Now they're ahead of like other underlings. And it's like
younglings,
exactly. That's why I was like, when they were talking about Platinum being in cahoots with Microsoft for Scalebound, I thought Microsoft was gonna buy it.
I know they should.
They should have. Now they're not going.
Can you imagine the fighting game that we would get, like if we had like a really good
hack and slash, fucking Master Chief hack and slash game? It'd be hype.
What I think they should do is they should either buy out, because Namco doesn't have any fucking money anyway, so buy out Namco. That way you have the rights to Tekken, you have the rights to Samurai Showdown.
Who owns SNK?
SNK, KOF, like all that stuff you have, and now you have the rights to it, and it's like...
And then what you do is, you get the guys to make King of Lunacy to make those games.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying! That's what I'm saying! Just like, dude, it'd be so hype.
But I like, the one thing, a lot of criticism for Killer is like, it's too hardcore. And it's like...
there's a big learning curve for it.
But it's supposed to be that way. You shouldn't be able to just go into a game like, look how good I am. And it's like, no, you should get your ass beat.
But in the same instance, though, I think that's what appeals, like, that's what makes Smash so appealing, is that it's a very simple
Unless
game.
you're playing Tournament Smash, where then you get your ass beat first round.
It's crazy, because, like, you really can play, like, when me and you play, like, we're dueling back and forth. You get, you get, like, one of the boys over here, like, beat the fuck out of both of us.
Or when we went to that Hero People's Tournament, like, the first 2 rounds, everybody was fucking jobbers. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you guys aren't even good.
Yeah, and then what's up for you? Got eliminated fucking round 2, so...
But
anyway,
when your controller got unplugged, I think you were just drunk.
Oh, fuck off. So what's your plans for the rest of the week?
Hang out with my son. We're gonna have pizza.
So are we.
Are you really? You want to go together?
No, we're gonna order pizza and bring it down here. We don't bring the kids out, all right?
Oh my god. We keep them in their rooms where they belong, locked up.
Locked up, they won't let us
So
out.
stupid. I'm gonna take them to go get pizza, and then tomorrow I gotta figure something out that we can do. Work Friday, off Saturday, so we'll probably do something Saturday, and that's about it, dude.
I work the rest of the week.
Yeah, I mean, looking.
But it's only tomorrow. I work 9 to 4:15, and then after that it's 5 to 9:30, which isn't bad. It's like
you're doing GA shifts. They're good.
I'm getting $2 less than you're making.
No. I mean, I'm not saying that to shit
that.
you out. I'm saying it's like in the fact that it's like. It's just enough time to where you're like, right when you're like, I'm about to get I'm done. Like you're done. Okay, I'm good. You're not there for 8 hours a day. You're not there by yourself, or I don't know, maybe you are there by yourself.
There are always 3 people there at a time.
Yeah.
Which is, I went in there and I was like, so.
I'm just waiting for the day for what happened to Radio Shack to happen to us, because I'm gonna blast like everybody.
You're going to media about it?
I'm gonna say, these things wouldn't happen if you had enough people in a store at one time. It wouldn't be as big an issue.
Are you going to address the media? Because I know the media's going to try to talk to you about it.
I don't know. I doubt it.
I would.
But, I mean, and that's the whole thing, because it's like, I hate that. I mean, we're not a gas station.
Let the guy stab you.
I know. I'm gonna tell him like, listen, just stab me.
What are you gonna do? Stab me?
Stab me. I'm gonna tell him like, stab me like here though, like because I'll be okay here, but I need the money, man. Like here, just stab me, bro. Just make it hurt.
Like don't go for the ear. I can live without an ear.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. You know, but you know, that's the whole thing. It just makes me sad that it's like we run the store like it's a gas station, and it's not right. It's just not right at all.
It was like when I started working at this other place, which I will not name. We don't do returns.
I gotta wrap this up.
I don't do returns. I barely check people out.
No.
And so all I do is assist the customer, and it's so fucking easy.
No, well, that's how it should be. Because how you're
I
more,
still do trade-ins though.
You're more enabled. You do trade-ins for games?
No, for phones.
For phones?
Yeah.
But you know how to do them.
Yeah, and it's like their system is way fucking. They're like everything. They have to take an ID, and I have to get their license plate. And I'm like, get the fuck out! I'm not going to get the person's license plate. NA, they don't drive.
NA, don't worry about it. You know, but that's how it should be, because that's all you should be worried about. Because you should just be focused on the person in front of you. Yeah. Not the phone's ringing. Oh, there's an email. Oh, there's this or that. Oh, there's stuff back there. There's
we'll get the phone ring, but it's like 1 to 4 of the people here can answer.
Can answer. That's the saying. Like if you have a customer, it's like if you're just by yourself, phone's ringing, both lines are ringing. There's an email. There's people web orders. There's stock in the back. There's 2 tasks that need to be done. Oh, there's a person in front of you too.
Yeah, and
it's just like what?
So this is our random shit on GameStop this week. Everybody have a good week. We'll see you I'll see you next week. We'll see you guys Friday.
Boom.
Everybody come back.
It's the final countdown.
Have you seen that new commercial yet?
Yes.
It's so fucking dumb. All right, we gotta end this. Bye.
The Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots wage their